Now we are going to do the unit testing. We will do the test for our logbox configuration if it is valid or it is correct or not. For that we need to run the transaction code. It is FLP02. Transaction code is FLP02. Before you run this transaction code FLP02 to execute your logbox file, it is saying that you can also find out the structure available in the log in the system for that logbox file. What is the structure available? And we can go to the transaction code SC11. Here we can find out the structure. So we have the structure. We have been given two important line items. One is the record type 6 and another is the record type 4. Other would be the bank information or the logbox information or the batch total or batch group total. So this is going to give you the information about your vendor payment. It will have the record type 6 will have the vendor information, whereas record type 4 will give you the payment information. Now, for example, from the same vendor, for the multiple line item, if you have received the payment, so for each of the line item, the system is going to give you the record type. For example, record type here we will have the multiple. Okay, so let's assume that we have received these many payment. We have received a payment of 22,000. After, like, this is the first payment of 21,000. Then we have a second open item of 23,000. 22,000 is my second open item. Then for the third line item we have 23,000. Then we have 24,000 and we have 25,000. So this is the total amount we have. These are the payments we have received for these invoices. Now here we can, like, accordingly we can give here the reference number. Let I'm assuming that the reference number is, it is 7. Then we have 8 ending with 8, then ending with 9, 10, 11, and here we will have the serial number for that particular batch. So let's say here we are getting this payment from the same vendor. So we'll be giving the serial number as it is 01. Then we have the next serial number as 02. Then we have 03, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So this is how you will be getting the payment from the bank. So here we can accordingly maintain the record type 4. Now it is saying that if we need to find out the structure in for the record type 6 and 4, so here we need to go to the SE11 and we need to, under the field called database table, we need to enter the structure ID. This the name of the structure ID is FLB06 for the record type 6. It will give you the information for this record type 6. Likewise, if you want to have the information for your record type 4, then you will change here the FLB04. You will change the structure as FLB04. First, I'll just show you FLB03, what type of information we have for the structure FLB06. Now, if you just see for the record type 6, we will have the information in the system. It is saying that when you are going to upload your logbox file, so it is required that you should have one record type. So the length of that record type is 1. So here you can just see the same thing we have maintained over here. We have the record type 1. Take it from the left side. We have the record type 1. Like, the length of this record type is 1. Okay. Then we can take any digit. So we mostly have the record type 6 only. Then after that we have the three digits we are leaving for the batch number and batch item. So we have the 3 digit, that is 001 and 001. We are leaving for the batch item and batch number. And then we have the 10 digit, we can leave it for the, or we can make a use of the amount. So here after that we have the 10 digit that we are using for the amount. So as I just showed you, we will maintain the amount length. It is 10 digit, and last 2 digit we will be keeping for the decimal value. Then after that you can just see we have the 9 digit ID, 9 digit length we have for the API routing number for your vendor. So this is the 9 digit bank key you have maintained for your customer. Sorry, I have just given the name as vendor. So it is customer. Then after that, for the same customer, whatever the account number he's maintaining with the bank, so that same 10 digit account number we need to maintain over here. We have here the 10 digit account number. It has to be 10 digit, it can't be 11 digit. Otherwise, system is going to reject your file. And that is the reason we are discussing this structure, so that our structure should have all the record type and the length should be matching with the length given by the system. So here it is saying that uh, For the next information, we have the check number, and the length of this check information we can maintain up to the 9 digits. Up to the 9 digits. So that is the information we are maintaining over here. Then after that we have the reference invoice, document invoice. So this we can leave. These are not required, and we can keep it blank. Then after coming to the record, after going through this record type 6, what we will be doing will be go through the record type 4. So we'll go back and we'll have here the record type 4. What type of information we have maintained under the record type 4 we displayed. So you can just see here, this is the record type 4 we have for the overflow record. So here we'll start with the record type, digit is 1. So let's have here the digit is 1 from the left side. It is for the no to pay, it is for the payment information. Then we are again leaving the 4 we are leaving the 3 digit, total 6 digit we are leaving for the batch number and item number. So again we have 001 and 001 we are leaving for the batch number ID. Then it is saying that we'll be having one extra digit, that is for the overflow. So here we'll have the one extra digit we'll be maintaining for the overflow. And then it is saying that we will be having 2 digit for the sequence number. As I just shared with you, from the vendor, if you are getting the from your customer, if you are getting multiple payments against, if you are getting if you are getting the payments against multiple open invoices, okay, so those invoices you can give the serial number as 1 2 3 4. So these are the 2 digits we can maintain for that serial number. Then after the serial number, we have one again. We have the extra digit. We can put it here. It is the end indicator. So here we have the put it one extra digit, and after that it is saying that we can maintain as it as 0. Then we can maintain the invoice number. So this is the reference invoice number. What is the length we need to maintain? 10 digits. So here if you just see, we have maintained the length as 10 digit only, and after that we need to maintain the amount. We need to maintain the amount. So this is the amount we are maintaining again in the 10 digits. So here we have the amount, and that's it. So this is the structure we can understand now. What we need to do, so when I'm going to upload my file, so I'll just make sure that we should have that customer information available, or we have maintained in the customer master data, and whatever the invoices we are giving here the reference, so that invoices information should be maintained in the system as well. Now I'm going to have one invoice, sales invoice, and if we have already a sales invoice, then we can consider that sales invoice as well. To display the open invoice for your customer, open item for your customer, we have the transaction code FBL51. We are working on the company code 2186. We are using the customer, it is 28401. Let's display this customer. So we don't have any open item for this customer, and what we are going to do now, we will have one sales invoice. The sales invoice we can create with F-22. We have the date as today's date, it is 3rd of July 2020. Then the document type is DR, so that is for the sales invoice. Company code is there, and we have the customer as 28401. We need to have here the amount. Let it be the amount as 31,000, and then we need to have here the text as sales invoice. We will use the posting key as 15, that is for credit, and we will have here the will be creating the sales account, that is 300,000 we have maintained. Amount for the second line item is going to be same or asterisk, and then we'll have the text as plus, and then we can click on the display overview and save it. Now this is my invoice number, and if I see the open item once again for the customer, so we'll have this open item for the customer, and against this the customer has deposited the money into the bank. The customer has deposited the money into the bank, or the check, or the whatever the payment instruction. So he has deposited that money into the bank. So what we'll be doing here, so accordingly we will be creating a test file. So for the creation of test file relevant for our company code, so we'll start from the record type 1. So in the record type 1, you can just see we need to maintain the bank key. So this bank key we are maintaining as 2186 4 times 0 1. I'll just check the bank key we are maintaining. Okay. Here we can go to the F512, and we have the company code 2186. So we have yesterday created a house bank, that is City2, with which we have attached our logbox. So here, if you just see, the bank is it is 2186 4 times 01 only. So it needs to be correct. So here the length of this bank is 9 digit, and after that we will be leaving one space blank, and after that we need to have here the bank account number. So here whatever the account number you are maintaining for your logbox, so the same account number you need to have here. So I'm copy and then I paste over here. So that is the bank and account number we have maintained. So then we have the date. So date format is same as your EBS date format. So here it is 3rd of July 20, and after that we have the time. So this is the time we are taking here, and then we have the record type 5, which will have the logbox information. So the logbox ID we have maintained as LCKBX86, and after that we have again the date. So let's have the date as 3rd of July, 3rd of July 20, and after that we have the bank key. So this bank key and the account number same as above. So here we are maintaining the bank key as 21864 1, and account number we are maintaining as 11. Then we can come down to the record type 6. So this record type 6 is related to the no to pay information. No to pay information means your customer information who has sent you the money. So here we have the record type 6, which will have the total amount we have received from the customer 31,000, and we will be leaving last two digit for the decimal value. So we have received 31,000, and total length of this amount field, it is going to be 10 digit. And after that we need to have here the bank information for your customer. If you need to maintain the bank information, we will go to the customer master data. We maintain the customer bank information under the payment transaction. Under the payment transaction we maintain it, or it is coming under the general data. You can just see it is part of the general data. So go to the general data, and after that you need to go to the payment transaction, and here you will have the section called country, bank key, account number, account holder. We have here the country as US, then the bank key you can maintain for your customer as 2186, and then we have taken the random number as 56789 because this bank key has to be in the 9 digit. Then we need to have the customer account number. So again, this customer account number we can maintain as one. It is 2186. Then we have 56789. So we'll have here double nine. That is the 10-digit account number we have maintained. Then we need to have here the customer information. So this customer information we can maintain as same as above, and we can save. Click on the save data. It is asking for the bank name. So bank name is Citibank. Then we have the state. We have the city name. We can provide the branch name, and we can press enter button. Click on the enter button. So here if you want to give the big code, swift code, so that you can also maintain here, the fields are available. Now we can press enter button, and we can once again press enter button for the customer master data. So here we can go to the display option, and we can see if the changes have been incorporated by system or not. So now you can see the information has been updated by system. Now we can come out of here, and we can again go back to the our logbox file.